I don't know how much you know about me or my campaign, but when I was running for office, a mailer came out, and that mailer published my juvenile and my early adult record. Born and raised in this community and got into my fair share of trouble. But you know what saved my life? An alternative high school right here on Division Street that taught me about community organizing, taught me about my island of Puerto Rico, taught me about how to fight gentrification and the impacts of gentrification and what it was. It was being in that space that built consciousness that allowed me to turn my life around. I tell folks all the time, I'm proof of concept. When you believe in a young person, invest in them, and radically love them, they will be agents of change in your community. It is because of the resources of this community I get to be the alderperson of the 26th Ward.
That's huge.
If people thought that I was only worthy of being in prison because of the trouble I got into as a young person, I would never be here. It took a couple people to believe in me, to
sometimes
see
it's all
the
about
leadership.
getting your potential out.
Yes.
Because some people, it's kind of like, it's a weird way in sales, the same thing. People have potential, but they don't know about it. They're not confident.
Yeah.
And you got to take it out.
And accountability is key. I had to be accountable to the mistakes that I made.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
But I wasn't only seen for the mistakes that I made. I was also seen for so much more.
Even in schools, I don't know if you guys are working with programs in school to teach them that, hey, they could become wealthy. They could know about the financial system. There's a lot of schools too, they're like, these kids are overwhelmed. They have problems at home. They go there. They're not paying attention. Or even the school is not really guiding them to make it in the world.
Yeah.
In a way.
No,
in
absolutely.
my opinion.
Yeah, and it's also why my election was so important, right? I am one of the youngest city
100%.
council members out of a body of 50. I am the first queer Latina to assume the seat in the 26th Ward. I grew up in, a very low income household where sometimes we were connecting extension cords to the hallway to have light, but we made it happen. We did what we could, right? To feed our family, to keep a roof over our heads. Look, it's important for young Latinas, Latinos, queer people to see, I could be an elected official.
Anybody could do anything.
Anybody can do anything.
And that's huge.
And that, my past doesn't dictate my future. Because if you made a mistake at 16 years old, if you got a juvenile record, that doesn't have to mean that that's the rest of your life, right? That you can make a future for yourself.
As of right now, I notice you're super real. And I hope, I think you're gonna be. But just keep this real attitude, right? And do a lot of social media. Because people are gonna love it. Then you're gonna inspire a lot of kids.
Yeah.
A lot of people
That's
out
the
there.
hope.
I'm telling you. But politicians change, so just FYI. I don't know. I hope you don't.
I don't intend to. It's hard to take someone from the hood and change them, right?